and it's so good, you guys. Would I give it 5 stars? Hello, I'm back this week. I hope you're back. If you're new here, hello, my name is Farrell. I'm trying to fall back in love with reading books. Welcome to my channel. That's what this channel is about. As you saw before, I have been reading quite a bit. I finished reading Howl's Moving Castle. It was a nice little read, not a hard read, just a very easy, cozy read. Not sure it's what I needed. So I just kept looking for something more. I didn't know what I was looking for, but I did finish it. So yay. A book that I finally was not disappointed with, was not dissatisfied. So if you hear anything in the background, I'm doing laundry right now, so sorry about that. Howl's Moving Castle. Would I give it 5 stars? No. I'm going to give it 4 because it is a child's book. Like it's meant for children, it's not meant for adults, and that's fine. So as an adult, I'm giving it 4 stars, but I'm sure if I read this when I was younger, I would have totally given it 6 stars. It's a good book. It's a great read. Just it felt too young for me, and sometimes you need that. Sometimes you do. It was fun. It was very fun. And it's so different from the movie. Like I said in my previous video, it's completely different. Would I say the book is better than the movie? Yeah, I think books are almost always better than the movie. After I finished reading Howl's Moving Castle, I read Foster by Keegan. You guys, oh my god. This book was so touching. This book was so sweet. This book left me feeling like someone shoved M&Ms down my throat and I just could not get the sweetness out of my mouth. That was a horrible way to describe it, but just, it was so sweet. So sweet. Like, I don't really cry when I read books. I get emotional, but I don't cry. This book was very, very touching. And so short, only 50 pages. I wanted it to be longer. But I got what I got, and I enjoyed it the whole way through. So definitely 5-star read from me. 5 stars. 5 stars. Foster, 5 stars. Foster's a 5 stars. So what is it about? Foster is about this little girl who goes to her, I think it's her aunt's house, her aunts and uncle's house, and she basically goes there because her mom can't take care of her because she's pregnant and she has like other kids to take care of, and it's a handful. And so she goes to her aunts and uncle's house and they are just so good to her, and that's not what she's used to, and it's just what she needed. And I don't want to give away anything else, but just like, please give it a read. It is not that long. It won't take you very long to finish it. It is so good. I got back into Babbel and it's really good. Again, it's so good and I want to keep reading it, but I just feel like I'm barely making a dent in the book. I think I read about another 100 pages and I just felt like I needed a break and I needed to read something else for a little bit. So I was, I totally forgot. Before I even read Foster after I finished Howl's Moving Castle, I finished Hyunam-Dong's The Vegetarian. I'm going to give it 4.5 stars because it is not meant for the weak of heart. This book is not meant for everyone, although the message is very important, and I think everyone should know what the message is saying. It's really complex, and it's not for everyone, and I don't think this book is going to be everyone's cup of tea. And so that's why I don't give it a full 5 stars, because it hit me and it has had an impact on me, but I don't think that it was enjoyable. And I think that's the point. It's a very uncomfortable topic. The themes surrounding this book are not easy, and I think that's what made it such a great book to other people. So this book has themes around women and how they are treated in a patriarchal society. And it's not great, the way that they're treated. As I said in my previous video, there is sexual assault in this book, so trigger warning. But I think it is important to the story, now that I've fully read the book. And I can't tell you everything that it's about, but it is about a woman who decides to be vegetarian because of a dream that she has. And she ends up becoming vegan, essentially. Basically, this woman wants to be a plant. And that's about as far as I can tell you without spoiling anything else. But yeah, it's about her going against the expectations of this patriarchal society and how the patriarchal society reacts towards that. In this book, the patriarchal society either does not accept her changes, her taking on an identity of where she's not supposed to have one, basically, and they either accept it or they embrace it. And if they embrace it, it's like inappropriate. And basically I cannot tell you because it will spoil the story. But anyway, it's not for the faint of heart, I'll just say that. Is it a good book? It's wonderfully written. It's a great piece of lit fic, but I will probably not read it again. Okay, enough of that. Okay, so after I read Hyunam-Dong's The Vegetarian, I read Foster. Foster was so great. I definitely needed that. Will be reading that again. After that, I went back to Babbel and just felt like I was not making a dent again with the book. So I wanted to read something else to take a break from that and just kind of keep encouraging myself to keep going. So I picked up, I don't know how to say this. Dallergut. Dallergut. Sounds so Texan when I say Dallergut. It's probably Dallergut. Dallergut. Okay, so it comes from a Korean writer, so I'm trying to figure out the Korean pronunciation, but Talagot? Oh, anyway. What is this called? Oh my gosh. The Dallergut Dream Department Store. Alright. The Dallergut Here. This is what it's called. And by moreeeee. Yes, by moreeeee. This is such a cute book. Cute. It's cute. I DNF'd it, but it's cute. I got to 40% on my Kindle, and it is so sweet. It is so nice, and it's very cozy. It is so cozy, but it's not what I'm looking for. So I DNF'd it because right now what I am looking for is, I don't know. Okay, what am I looking for in a book? I don't know what I'm looking for, but this is not it. This is not what I'm looking for at the moment. I am going to save this book though for a rainy day, for when I need something cozy like this. The main problem that I have with it right now is that there is no plot. There's nothing really structural about it, and I want something with structure. I decided to DNF this book, although I do recommend it to other people as something fun to read. It is fun. I do like it. It's very creative and very colorful and bright and vibrant and round, and just, I think it's going to be a good book if I were to finish it. Just, I don't feel like finishing it right now. Maybe later. The next book that I picked up is This Is How You Lose the Time War. And it's by two authors, and it's written in two POVs. Now, have I started this book? No. But I did purchase it, and I will be reading it today. But I've heard excellent things about this book. I did go into it knowing a little bit of something. So it's about two secret agents who are able to manipulate time by going back in time and manipulating events that in the long term affect history. That's all I know. Now, this sounds really good to me, and then the two agents somehow fall in love. That's not a spoiler, it is marketed as a romantic book. That's where I'm at right now, so hope you've enjoyed what you've seen so far. And please, once again, read Foster by Claire Keegan. It is so good. It is so good, you guys, and it's only like an hour to read, if that. Okay, that's where I'm going to end this right now. All right. Toodles. All right. Hello again. What's been going on? I've been reading a lot. And since I last saw you, I think the last thing I told you was that I was reading This Is How You Lose the Time War. This Is How You Lose the Time War is good. I got to 25% and I decided to put it down. It wasn't bad. I'm not DNFing it. I just needed a break from it. I feel like I need to take it in pieces, here and there. So I'm not putting it down. I'm not giving up. I'm not DNFing it. Just, I want to read books in between. So, it's all right, but I am moving on. So what I decided to do after putting down This Is How You Lose the Time War, I decided that I wanted to try and read Toward Eternity, because I have heard many great things. It's by Anton Hur. Anton Hur is actually the person who translated this I Want to Die But I Want to Eat Tteokbokki. He is a translator. He translates many books, but this is his first book as like his own novel, and it was so good. I couldn't put it down. I thought that I was gonna take breaks, like I was taking breaks with This Is How You Lose the Time War, but I could not stop reading it. It was so good, you guys. It was a 5 stars for me. So what is it about? It is about an AI that basically learns how to be human through poetry, and it goes through these lives, and I don't want to spoil anything, So you have to just read it for yourself and find out. And it's so good. It's beautiful. I cannot emphasize how much I like this book. And I forgot totally last time with my previous update, I actually read another book. I read Small Things Like These by Claire Keegan. I think Claire Keegan is probably going to be an automatic author for me, an automatic buy author. I really like her writing. Small Things Like These was about, it's like a historical fiction, and it's based in Ireland, and it was about the Magdalene laundry situation. If you don't know about that, I didn't know about that. So what it's about is these women in Ireland would go to these Catholic churches because they got pregnant out of wedlock, and that was a big no-no back then. And they would have their babies there, and their babies would either unfortunately pass away, or they would be given out for adoption to foreign people. So it's very sad, and that's kind of what this story is about, but it's not as sad. It's sad, but it's the way the story is told, it kind of gives you a little bit of hope. More than anything, it gives you insight into that historical occurrence. So I liked it as well. I also gave it another 5 stars. I keep getting these 5-star books. I'm finding most of these books through YouTube recommendations. So that's why I think I'm hitting a bunch of 5 stars, because I'm listening to a lot of YouTubers and what they say. So yeah, 5 stars for Small Things Like These by Claire Keegan. Back to Toward Eternity. After I finished reading Toward Eternity, I picked up Welcome to the Hyunam-Dong Bookstore by Hwang Borum, and it's another Korean author. I'm picking up a bunch of Korean books, which makes me very happy. So I have not finished it yet. I am about 25% in. It is very nice. It's very cozy. And it's about a woman who wants to open up a bookshop in her neighborhood I think it's in, I suppose it's in Seoul. And she starts this bookshop with a little coffee shop inside of it. So it's very quaint, it's very nice, it's very cozy. Like I said, very cozy. Cozy is the word of the day, I guess. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna finish it. I do like the little short stories that are in the book. I feel like it might be another Good dream department store where there's no plot. I'm feeling like there's no plot. It's just these little stories all strung together. We'll see. I'll keep continuing it and we'll find out. But yes, so I read a lot this week. I'm very happy with myself. I feel like I am accomplishing more than I thought I would. This is not as hard as I thought it would be, reading, like getting back into books. I used to read books a lot when I was very young, and I had a English teacher in high school that made me really appreciate the meanings of books and like the messages that books had. Thank you, Mrs. Denard. Hello. If you're watching, probably not, but if you are, hello. You've been a great inspiration to me, and I will always remember you forever. But anyway, after high school, I kind of fell out of touch with books, and so I don't know why, but I just felt like they were all the same, and I just would take forever to read them, so it was very frustrating for me. So but yeah, like I said, that's what this channel is about. This channel is about me trying to fall back in love with books because I fell out of touch with them. And yeah, I feel like I'm getting back there, getting back into it. I'm happy with where I am right now. I think I feel the courage to keep going because these books have been pretty great so far. A couple DNFs, but that's okay. And yeah, so that was my week this week, and I hope that you're having a great week or day. or month. I hope you're having a great year, to be honest. I know it's just March, but I hope that you're having a great year so far. I think I'm going to end the video here, you guys. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I hope that you are also reading, and I hope that you find a really good book. And if you do, drop it down in the comments and let me know what you're reading, because I'd like to know what you're reading so that I can read it. If you like it, maybe I'll read it. Drop your suggestions down in the comments. So yeah, I'll see you next week. I hope you have the greatest week of your life, and I'll see you when I see you next week for sure. I will be reading some good books, so stay tuned and I'll update you guys. And yeah, all right.